There comes a moment in everyone's life where they feel stuck, like they've tried everything, but the results just don't match the effort. They work hard, set goals, read books, maybe even start new habits, but the real breakthrough never comes. Do you know why? Because true transformation doesn't happen when you only change what you do. It happens when you change who you believe you are. You see, everything in life flows from your identity. Your thoughts, your emotions, your habits, your actions, they are all shaped by the story you tell yourself about yourself. If you believe you're someone who struggles, you'll find ways to prove it true. If you believe you're someone powerful, resilient, and unstoppable, then every challenge becomes fuel for your growth. That's why the secret to lasting success is this: shift your identity. Don't just set goals like, I want to lose weight, or I want to be more confident. Instead, step into the identity of the person who already lives that reality. Tell yourself, I am fit, I am disciplined, I am confident, I am a leader. When your identity shifts, your behavior naturally follows. Because people always act in alignment with who they believe they are. But here's the next piece: mastering your state. Your state is your emotional and mental energy in the present moment. Think about it. When you're stressed, tired, and drained, how do you show up? But when you're energized, focused, and inspired, how much more powerful are your actions? Your state determines the quality of every decision, every conversation, every step you take toward your dream. The most successful people in the world aren't successful because they never feel fear or doubt. They're successful because they know how to shift their state instantly. They use their physiology, standing tall, breathing deeply, moving with energy. They use their focus, choosing empowering thoughts instead of negative ones. They use language, speaking words of strength, possibility, and courage. The powerful tool is this: decide in the moment who you are going to be and condition your state to match it. When you walk into a room, don't walk in as your old self filled with hesitation. Walk in as the bold version of you, the one who owns the room, who radiates certainty, who already lives the life you're striving for. Your past does not define you. Your failures do not define you. Your current circumstances do not define you. What defines you is the identity you choose and the state you master every single day. So the question is, who are you ready to become? If you shift your identity and master your state, you'll no longer chase success. It will be drawn to you because you'll finally be living as the version of yourself who was destined to achieve it all along. The greatest shift you can ever make in your life is not changing what you do, but changing who you believe you are. Identity is the silent force that shapes your destiny. Most people never realize that the way they see themselves is the very reason they stay stuck. If you tell yourself, I am not good enough, I'm always broke, or I'm just not that kind of person, then every action you take will be filtered through that belief. You'll sabotage opportunities, you'll hesitate when you should act boldly, and you'll unconsciously prove yourself right. But the moment you decide to redefine your identity, your entire reality begins to shift. Think about it. Everything you do is consistent with who you believe yourself to be. If you identify as someone who smokes, it doesn't matter how many times you try to quit. You'll always go back because deep down, your identity hasn't changed. But when you shift your story to, I am a non-smoker, I am someone who values health, your behavior starts to align with that new identity. The same applies to every area of life. If you want to become wealthy, stop saying, I'm broke, and start affirming, I am a wealth creator, I am disciplined with money. If you want confidence, stop telling yourself you're shy and start embodying, I am bold, I am powerful, I am a leader. The truth is, identity is not fixed, it's a choice. Somewhere along the way, you created a story about yourself. Maybe you picked it up from childhood experiences, failures, or other people's opinions. But you are not your past, and you are not your circumstances. You are the author of your identity, and you have the power to rewrite your story right now. The question is not, can I become this person? The question is, am I willing to step into that version of myself today? Redefining your identity begins with language. The words you speak become the reality you live. Stop saying, I want to be successful, and start saying, I am successful. Stop saying, one day I'll be confident, and start saying, I am confident now. At first, your brain may resist because it doesn't yet see evidence. But identity doesn't wait for evidence. Identity creates evidence. Once you truly believe you are someone new, your actions naturally align and your results follow. This is why so many people set goals but never achieve them. Goals focus on what you want to do. Identity focuses on who you are. When you say, I want to run a marathon, it's a task, but when you say, I am a runner, it becomes who you are. Your behavior naturally matches your identity, and the marathon becomes inevitable. So today, ask yourself, who am I choosing to be, not tomorrow, not next year, but now? You are not chained to your old story. You are not trapped by your old identity. You can decide in this very moment to redefine yourself, to claim the identity of the person who already lives the life you dream of. And once you do, you'll see that everything you desire will begin to flow toward you, because you finally became the person who was meant to have it. Your emotional state is the invisible power that shapes every action you take and every result you create. It's not just about what you know or what you plan, it's about the energy you bring into the moment. Think about it. Have you ever had a day when you felt drained, stressed, or overwhelmed, and no matter how much you tried, everything seemed to fall apart? Then on another day, when you felt alive, confident, and focused, the same challenges felt smaller, and the same tasks felt effortless. That difference was not in the world around you. It was in your state. Your state is a combination of your body, your focus, and your language. When you're slouched over, breathing shallow, and telling yourself negative things, your state sinks into weakness. But when you stand tall, breathe deeply, move with energy, and speak with power, you create a state of strength. Champions are not people who never feel fear or doubt. Champions are people who know how to shift their state in the moment and step into certainty, courage, and clarity, even when circumstances are tough. The first key to mastering your state is your physiology. The way you use your body sends signals to your brain about how to feel. If you want to feel powerful, change your posture. Shoulders back, chest open, chin up. Breathe with depth and confidence. Move your body with energy. Motion creates emotion, and if you can change how you move, you can instantly change how you feel. The second key is focus. Whatever you focus on, you feel. If you focus on problems, you feel stuck. If you focus on possibilities, you feel empowered. Shift your attention to gratitude, solutions, and opportunities, and watch how quickly your state transforms. Ask yourself powerful questions. What can I learn from this? How can I use this? What's great about this situation? These questions direct your focus towards strength instead of weakness. The third key is language. Words don't just describe your reality, they create it. If you constantly say, I'm exhausted, I'm hopeless, I'm overwhelmed, then your brain will create that experience for you. But if you declare, I am strong, I am focused, I am unstoppable, your state rises to match those words. This is why affirmations and declarations are so powerful. They're not empty phrases, they're identity, building commands that shape your emotions in the moment. When you master your state, you stop being a victim of your circumstances. You become the master of your energy. Opportunities that once intimidated you suddenly feel exciting. Challenges that once defeated you now feel like stepping stones. People who once doubted you start to feel your presence and certainty because your state radiates power. Imagine walking into every room not timid or hesitant, but fully alive, fully present, and fully confident. Imagine starting every day not waiting for motivation, but creating it instantly by shifting your state. This is not just a skill, it's a superpower, and it's one you can use anytime, anywhere, to completely change the trajectory of your life. Your state is your choice, it's your responsibility, and once you master it, you'll never again wonder if you're capable. You'll know it because you'll be living it every single moment. Transformation is not something that happens overnight. It is something that happens through the choices you make every single day. Your rituals are the foundation of your identity and your state. The truth is, success is not built on what you do once in a while, but on what you do consistently. Your daily rituals are the bricks that build the house of your future. And here's the empowering truth. You already have rituals. You just have to ask yourself, are they serving the person I want to become? Most people live their lives reacting to the world around them. They wake up tired, check their phone, scroll through negativity, and then wonder why they feel drained before the day even begins. They repeat these unconscious rituals day after day, and without realizing it, they condition themselves into stress, anxiety, and stagnation. But if you want to shift your identity and master your state, you must take control of your rituals, because the quality of your life is directly shaped by the quality of your routines. Imagine starting each morning with intention instead of distraction. Imagine waking up and asking yourself, who do I choose to be today? Then using rituals like affirmations to speak life into your identity, visualization to picture the future you are building, exercise to energize your body, and gratitude to anchor your heart. These are not small acts. They are powerful signals to your brain and body that you are living as your higher self. Conditioning your rituals also means creating patterns that reinforce your new identity. If you want to be disciplined, build rituals that demand discipline. If you want to be confident, practice rituals that put you into states of confidence every day. If you want to be successful, create rituals that align your time, energy, and focus with the vision of your future. Over time, these small actions compound into unstoppable momentum. Think about it like this. Every ritual you repeat is a vote for the person you are becoming. When you meditate, exercise, journal, or read, you are casting votes for your best self. When you procrastinate, complain, or indulge in distractions, you are casting votes for your old self. Neither happens by accident. It is all by choice. And the beauty is, you don't need to make massive changes overnight. You just need to start stacking small, empowering rituals that move you closer to who you want to be. The most successful people in the world don't rely on willpower. They rely on systems. Their rituals carry them forward even on the days when motivation is low. They don't wonder if they'll follow through, because their rituals make success automatic. That's the power of conditioning daily habits. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. So ask yourself today, what rituals am I conditioning? Are they keeping me stuck, or are they pulling me forward? The choice is yours. If you truly want to shift your identity and master your state, then decide right now to design daily rituals that reflect the future you desire. Because once your rituals align with your vision, success is no longer a question of if, it's only a matter of when. One of the most powerful secrets to transformation is this: stop waiting for the future to arrive before you act like the person you want to become. Too often, people say, when I achieve success, then I'll feel confident. When I make more money, then I'll act disciplined. When I lose the weight, then I'll feel proud. But this mindset keeps your best self locked in the distance, always out of reach. The truth is, the fastest way to your dream life is to start living as your future self right now. Think about it. Your identity shapes your behavior, and your behavior shapes your results. If you wait for results before shifting your identity, you'll never get there. But if you choose to embody the version of yourself who has already achieved the dream, then your thoughts, actions, and energy will begin to align with that reality. You're not faking it, you're stepping into it. Living as your future self doesn't mean pretending, it means embodying. It means asking yourself daily, if I were already the confident leader, the successful entrepreneur, the fit and healthy person, how would I walk into this room? How would I speak? How would I treat others? How would I make decisions? Then you start living that way now, not later. This creates alignment, and alignment creates acceleration. Let's imagine you want to be financially free. The old you might spend impulsively, say, I can't afford that, or avoid opportunities. The future you, the wealthy, abundant version of yourself, thinks differently. They make decisions with clarity. They manage resources wisely. They see opportunities where others see obstacles. If you start thinking and acting like that version of you now, your reality begins to shift toward abundance. Or imagine you want to be deeply confident. The old you may walk into a room with shoulders hunched, voice soft, and eyes down, but the future you, the confident one, walks tall, speaks clearly, and radiates presence. You don't wait for external validation to act this way. You choose to step into it now. And the more you do, the more your brain accepts it as truth until eventually it becomes who you are. This is how transformation truly works. You don't chase success. You attract it by being the kind of person who is ready for it. When you live as your future self, your environment, your habits, your relationships, and your opportunities begin to shift to match your new identity. People respond differently to you because you carry yourself differently. Life begins to mirror the energy you project. Waiting for the future is the trap that keeps dreams out of reach. But embodying your future now is the bridge that brings those dreams into the present. Every great leader, every great achiever, every person who has transformed their life has done this. They decided to become the version of themselves they dreamed of before the world recognized it. So the question is, who is your future self? Visualize that person clearly, and then begin living as them today. Walk like them, talk like them, think like them, and act like them. Because the moment you do, the future stops being something you chase. It becomes something you are already living.